Little people, big world. What is the status of Zach Roloff's relationship with Matt Roloff? Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Little people, big world star Zach Roloff provided an update on his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff. The breakdown between Matt and Zach played out on the show over the past few seasons as they failed to resolve their disagreement over the family property. Zach and his wife, Tori Roloff, have announced they will no longer be appearing on the show, and it seems may be for the best. In a recent episode of his and Tori's podcast, Zach addressed the state of his relationship with his father. Little people, big world has followed the Roloff family for 25 seasons. The Roloffs own a pumpkin farm in Oregon, where most of the family is employed. Zach's three siblings stopped appearing on the show as they grew up and started their own families, leaving the spotlight on Zach and Tori. The complex dynamics of working on the farm together while also filming a reality show may have proved too much for Zach and Matt. Their relationship crumbled over business matters, with each side refusing to accept any blame. Zach and Matt Roloff have had a strained relationship. Zach and Matt previously had a close relationship, as shown on Little People, Big World. They spent a lot of time together working on the family's pumpkin farm, where Zach hosted personal tours of the property. However, a divide emerged within the family when Matt decided to sell the Roloff family farmhouse. Matt had retained the property after his divorce from Zach's mother, Amy Roloff. Matt divided the property and lived in a small double-wide, listing the large house for sale. All members of the Roloff family acknowledged the sentimental value of keeping the house within the family. But when Zach made an offer, Matt refused to budge on the price. The father and son allegedly had some tense discussions, which also included Tori and Matt's fiancée Karen Chandler. Zach and Tori ultimately gave up on the purchase, and their relationship with Matt was damaged. Matt was never able to find a buyer at his desired price and resorted to listing the home as a short-term rental. Zach and Tori open up on their podcast, Raising Heights with Zach and Tori. Zach and Tori will no longer appear on Little People, Big World, but they are still providing insight into their lives as the parents of 3 young children. They launched their podcast, Raising Heights with Zach and Tori, in early 2024. On their podcast, Zach and Tori discuss parenting, their relationship, and updates about their family. The couple are honest with one another and appear to have a healthy relationship. In the second episode of Raising Heights Season 2, Tori asked Zach questions submitted by listeners. They touched on the history of Zach and Tori's relationship, the status of their house in Battleground, Washington, and their thoughts on parenting. When reflecting on his relationship with his kids, Zach acknowledged that part of growing up is realizing parents are not perfect. Zach revealed his relationship with his father is still non-existent. Zach said his relationship with Matt is not great, and then added that it's not existent. He explained that after filming for Little People, Big World ended, the family took some time apart, allowing them some space to process. But when the show aired, it stirred up hard feelings nearly a year later. He called his father's denial and lack of accountability narcissism. Tori added that she and Zach do not keep their children away from their grandfather. Zach questioned whether there was more he and his family members could have done to reconcile. It's refreshing to hear him acknowledge that the blame might not be completely on his father. Tori refuted this, saying she thought Zach had tried his best. Zach tends to be too forgiving and must create boundaries with his family. Tori is often criticized for instigating the family divide, but she finds it necessary to encourage Zach to cut off toxic relationships because he can be too passive. As their time on Little People, Big World Season 25 comes to an end, it doesn't sound like Zach and Tori plan to reunite with Matt anytime soon. Once they're no longer forced to relive their disagreements on air, perhaps Zach and Matt will find the space they need to leave the past behind. For now, Zach is standing firm with the boundary he has created, even if it means he no longer has a relationship with his father. Audrey Roloff bashed again. Is anyone standing up for her? Audrey Roloff, formerly on Little People, Big World, just got bashed. dragged, and thoroughly roasted for probably the millionth time. However, are there any Telk fans who stand up for her on social media? Read on to find out what's happening this time. Recently, Jeremy Roloff's wife took to social media and shared a photo of herself wearing a headband while she drank a hot beverage. In normal circumstances, a photo like that wouldn't cause a frenzy of nasty comments. However, it seems that some people thought she looked ridiculous wearing a headband, most often used to keep hair out of the way while applying makeup. On Reddit, this Monday, a LPBW critic who shared a screenshot wrote, "What?" Despite any further explanations, the post gathered traction, and the majority of followers dissed the mom of 4 kids. It's suspected that many people dislike Audrey because she sometimes comes over as controlling and as a know-it-all because of her books and journals about a perfect marriage. Hundreds of people snarked about Audrey Roloff, and some of the comments seemed particularly cruel to a few followers. Whether it's a problem with the cat peeing in the home or a project by Jeremy, the influencer always finds hate. This time, few people held back. Comments that arrived included, "If it isn't the ginormous scrunchie, it's the grossly oversized headband. Both are utterly ridiculous. She seriously looks like she's been chain smoking since she was 6 years old, lol. How is she so greasy yet looks so dry and wrinkly? That headband is pissing me off in this picture. My, whoa, it look huge on her. I hate. The closed-mouth smug smile that is supposed to convey a casual, unpretentious contentment, it does the exact opposite. Some people think that the constant bashing of Audrey Roloff has gone on long enough. One of them wrote, "I'd rather not be famous. Peeps so mean." Another like-minded individual said, "Y'all push it sometimes. Nothing wrong with this pic." More support arrived with all these snarky responses, "I don't know why she keeps posting. And it's just a headband." Here's one more supporter. "Audrey, thank you for the pic and for having the courage to facing this world. This day Sue appreciate you and family. Miss you guys so much. Lots of prayers. Love." What are your feelings about the roasting that Audrey got from Telk followers? Should she rather not post unflattering pictures? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and come back here often for all your little people, big world cast news and updates.